Hello everybody, Myeth here, and today I'm going to show you how to get the Postmaster title, the Mailemental pet, and the Katy Stampwhistle whistle to summon your own personal mailbox. It's nice to have your own personal mailbox, even if you're not an engineer. So, it's a very useful thing if you're a WoW gold maker and you want to not have to leave the auction house to go to the mailbox. You can just use your little Katy Stampwhistle and use your mailbox right there. The Mailemental also exists as part of this. It doesn't have, you can't use it to check your mail, but it's got a little note in his hand there. It's kind of cute. Just hanging out there, being cute, holding some mail. It's like an arcane familiar, I guess. Anyway, so in order to do this quest line, you have to complete some mini games and go on a quest around the whole world. But it starts off when you find lost mail. This will be on the ground near any Dalaran mailbox, and you just return it to Madame Goya in the Undercity, and then you'll get a mail in your mailbox that says this. It basically says, hey, we need help at the post office. So where's the post office? It's in Legion Dalaran, approximately right here behind these buildings, right next to the pet graveyard. And yeah, you just click on it right there and it will take you, it's right here on the map. You just click on it and it will take you into the post office, or the postmaster's office. And inside the postmaster's office there is a bunch of mail floating around. Katy Stampwhistle is there. You can check your mail with her. You have the postmaster over here, who basically oversees all of the mail that goes through Dalaran and other places. He wants you to, the first thing he wants you to do is grab some letters that are just hanging around in the room. So that's pretty easy. You just walk around the room and click on them. Nothing special to do here. Just walk around the room, click on 9 pieces of mail that are floating around. Easy. You get to look at, stuff in the room. The little Mailementals walking around. Honestly, the easiest part of this whole quest line is just to click on these mails. So you take them back to him and he is like, yeah, okay, that's great. Could you help me? He wants you to take a bunch of rocks and throw them in a portal. The only problem with this is that when you pick up these rocks, that's going to slow you down a lot. So you are going to take a while to actually get to where this portal is. So I am going to speed up this right now. So basically you're just walking from inside the mail office to the Antonidas statue. So this is actually sped up. This is at 200% speed, and you just walk incredibly slow, and it takes you forever to get to the Antonidas monument over there. Yes, it's pretty slow. Imagine this, and you can't use anything to make yourself go faster. I tried that a couple times. You're just walking really slow to get over to this portal, and it's going to take you a little bit of time. Honestly, this is the most time-consuming part of this particular quest. But there it is. There's the portal right next to the Antonidas monument. Just looking at things as I walk over there. And you just throw that in there. And there you from here, you're going to want to return back to the Postmaster's office and turn in that quest. Which...
You need something?
Yeah. Then what you're going to do, he's giving you another quest where you're going to go pick up some loot that someone did not loot off of the Lich King. They're going to open a portal for you behind there to the Frozen Throne, and you will go to the Frozen Throne. There are a couple mobs you have to fight, so be ready for that. They should be your level. They were my level at this character. This character is 103 at the time I did this. So you can do this on a character from level 100 to 120. But yeah, these aren't that hard to kill. At least for a Ret Paladin. But then you want to fight off these couple of thieves that want to steal what's left on the corpse, which is kind of funny. They're ninja looters. I guess that's what they're trying to say. Yeah. But what you actually loot off the boss is Invincible's Reigns. You don't get to keep it though. You have to return it to the person who killed it but didn't loot it. This one gave me a little bit of trouble, but it's not that difficult. If you pop all your cooldowns and kill it, it should be easy. I kind of just bubbled and healed myself and was like, oh yeah, maybe I should be attacking it. It's a little bit more difficult than the other ones are. It's kind of like if you fought a rare. But it should go down pretty easily. And then once you have the Invincible's Reigns, you want to return it to the person who previously had it. And they are actually in Feralis. So the quickest way I got there was to just take the portal here in Dalaran from my home city to the other portals, basically. And I used the Caverns of Time portal in the major city. So if you're in Orgrimmar, there's a portal, the Caverns of Time. It's underneath all the other portals, but in Stormwind, it's this portal right here. So just take that portal. And then I just basically flew from the Caverns of Time over to Gadgetzan, and then took a flight path from Gadgetzan over to the Silithus. So if you're level 120, you can just skip this step entirely and just go through either Borealis, and there should be a Silithus portal there, or you can go to Zandalar, well, Zuldazar, and you can click on the portal to Silithus there. Now you want to go to Feralis, so it's north of. It's actually north of Silithus. So when you get to Silithus, you're gonna fly north. But either way, either method you can use to get there. Like if you're not 120, like I wasn't on this character, so I had to go to the Caverns of Time, which is the quickest portal. So we're just gonna fly over there, which takes a little bit of time. And yeah. So once you get to Silithus, you're going to want to go north. The actual location is not in Silithus, it's in a small area in the south part of Feralis. So it doesn't matter if you're in the new version of Silithus or the old version of Silithus. Just hop on your mount and fly north. So there's actually like a little hot springs vacation location up here that all the goblins have set up. So that's where you're gonna want to head. Now, once you get there, you're gonna want to find a NPC lounging around, just hanging out, called Johnny Awesome. Maybe you've heard of him. Maybe you remember him from some quests in Hillsbrad, perhaps. But yeah, he's just hanging out here, chilling, with his little mount hanging out next to him. So he already has invincible. So yeah, he's actually named it Spooky, I think. So you're gonna take, he doesn't want it. So what he's telling you to do is basically just go sell it to a vendor. And I leveled up there. That's kind of funny. But he wants you to take the mount over to the vendor so that he can keep vacationing here in the hot springs. So you're going to take Invincible's reins and vendor them. It's the meanest thing in the game, really. It's the meanest quest in the game. So you're just going to take Invincible and go vendor it at a random vendor here in Ferellis. Anyway, so you take that over to the goblin that's standing right here, and you just talk to him, do a couple things. He hands you a big sack of gold, which apparently he says that he kind of undervalued how much it was worth, and he's kind of happy about it, so he does a little dance. Yeah. Cute. He's really happy about it. Anyway, you take your sack of gold over there and you just give it to Johnny Awesome over there, and he will give you another quest where he wants you to take he had a different mount called Sparkles or something like that, and he wants you to go pay tribute to it, and he wants you to go to the sludge fields in Hillsbrad, which actually I think that's where you meet him for the first time in a quest. Not if you're Alliance, like this character is, but yeah, he'll give you a quest to go pay tribute to that fallen mount, and basically it's just another reference to another mount once you get there. But the quickest way I found to get to Hillsbrad, from here, I just basically hearth back to Dalaran, or I mean, you might not have a hearth back to Dalaran, but I think I did, so I used my hearth to get back to Dalaran. I mean, after all that flying, you probably should have a hearth up. You go back to Dalaran, and then from Dalaran, actually the quickest way I found to get to Hillsbrad was there's actually the portal in the center that leads you to the old Dalaran, and it actually worked. It was there in this quest. So on this character, I decided to just take the portal and bubble at the last second, unless you know you have some way of slow falling, then you could do it that way. There's other ways to get here, but that was the quickest way I could find for this particular character. So then I just flew over here, and I'm flexing with the Ashes of Valar, sorry. But I felt like, I wanted to flex on Johnny because he had Invincible. But the sludge fields are over here. Be careful if you're Alliance because there are PvP enabled characters over here. Then you just click on this, and then it's Mimiron's head. It's pretty cute. And then you can turn the quest in from there. And then from there you're going to want to return back to the Dalaran. So if you just use your hearth, it might take you a second to get back, but there's probably plenty of other ways to get back to Dalaran. If you have a regular hearth set somewhere, where there's portals, you can just use that to get back to Dalaran. And then you're going to want to talk to the Postmaster again for doing all that wonderful work for him. So basically you're going to just go back to the Postmaster, and you are going to want to talk to him. He's going to give you a little mini game that you can play. It's actually not that difficult if you know where the zones in each of the different areas are. There's Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms, Outland, Northrend, Pandaria, and Broken Isles are the 6 different places on this thing here. It doesn't have the Draenor. But you just basically, if you know where each one of these are, you just throw them into the thing. It's pretty easy. If you have are able to know the area and then the little smaller area. This is not too difficult. You only have to do 15 of these in order to complete this quest. So it's I actually do pretty well with both the names on there. The destination and the area. Oh, I missed one. See, High Mountain Feralis is in Kalimdor. Broken Shore is in Broken Isles. Grizzly Hills is in Northrend. Suramar is in Broken Isles. Conway Summit's in Pandaria. Westfall is in Eastern Kingdoms. Casterang Wells is in Pandaria. Dragonblight's in Northrend. Suramar's in Broken Isles. Shalazar Basin's in Northrend. So I actually get 26, which is pretty good. Just to start off with. I mean, if I'd have got 30, I probably would have got 2 achievements there. But after you do that, you talk to him and you will get an achievement. And then I believe they send you some things in the mail. So for the total package achievement. So you will actually get the toy to summon her with that quest. Now if you talk to them again, if you talk to the Postmaster again, you will be able to do another quest which will allow you to play the game again. If you can get 30 of these sorted into their proper places, then you will get yet another achievement. And that achievement will actually get you the Mailemental. So make sure that you are able to know your zones. Know your expansions, know your zones, and you will be able to get through this A-OK, as I am here. It just comes down to being able to click the right place at the right time. I think a couple times when I played this for the 3rd time to get the other achievement, I misclicked a lot, just misclicked. But yeah, the post haste achievement will give you the Mailemental. And then the last achievement that you will get from this is actually the Postmaster title, which will require you to click on these without their zone locations, just the name of the place, and you sort them to the right place. It's kind of fun and difficult. You have to get 30 of them in 60 seconds without the zone names in them. So if you do that correctly, you will get the Postmaster title. It looks like I'm not going to get it this time, doesn't it? But I get a lot of easy ones rather quickly, so. If you know your locations, then this won't be that difficult for you. There you go. And you'll get the priority mail achievement, which will give you the Postmaster title. And basically, that's about it for this particular achievement. That's all you need to do. Yep. And now you can be the Postmaster. Take care. Have a good afternoon. And I'll see you in the future.